Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back. Kellen here with Droid Life. And I've got in front of me 3 cases for, believe it or not, this is the Galaxy S6 Edge. So with reviews out of the way now for this phone, the regular S6 and the One M9, I want to start looking at accessories for some of these devices. And we want to start first with the S6 Edge just because, well, it's different. And so with that Edge display, accessory makers either had to get creative or, take a new approach to a case, or really we just wanted to see how they were gonna attack it, how they were gonna still offer protection but still leave that exposed so you can get full interactivity and all of that stuff. So we're starting with this device. We're gonna look at other accessories as well for all of those devices as we see fit. So what we've got right here is 3 cases from Spigen. They sent us basically the whole line for the S6 and M9 and S6 Edge. And so we want to start first again with the Edge. And so we have their tough armor here, the thin fit, and then this is the Neo Hybrid. So you're looking at $35 each for the tough armor and the Neo Hybrid, and then it's just $15 for this thin fit because it's their really thin case. But anyways, we just want to kind of get these on device and show you guys the forms of protection you're looking at for your Edge. So I'm actually going to see if I can pop this guy off, and we will start all the way back over here. So if we take this thing off, again, the Galaxy S6 Edge, right? Super thin device, has the curved double display. And so when you hold it in device, you're holding pretty close to that display. So with a case, you obviously want to be able to interact with that Edge and really get your finger on there for swiping around. And then of course you have, your shortcuts that you can access. And so case makers had to leave that all exposed, but they also still wanted to give some protection on this side and corners and up top, and then also help you sort of protect your display. Now, one of the big things with the Galaxy S6 Edge is to lay it face down, so when you get calls from your favorites, it will glow that sort of color out the back. And so that always has scared me with any phone, is putting it face down. I'm just always scared it's going to scratch. So cases usually help alleviate that problem. So let's go ahead and actually look at the thin fit first. So this is, again, $15 from Spigen. And so it's the simplest case, and it really just slaps right in. And so you can see on here they've left buttons exposed, and then this case actually runs right along the very edge of that metal casing around the outside. You can see it over here as well. And so with the screen on and unlocked, if we can unlock it, there we go. You can see the case here doesn't even come close to the edge of the display. I will point out though that you do get some front protection. So while it wraps up around corners to give you those corner pocket drop protection as well, you can see it does stick out just a little bit over the display. So you can put this face down and it's no longer sitting on the display. And you can slide that around. It's not going to scratch unless it runs into something really big. So take that off. And I'll go back into this Neo Hybrid. So this is, going to offer you a little bit more protection, obviously, than that thin fit. Let's see if I can get this thing on. These are always tricky on camera. And that actually went on pretty easily. So with this case, similar idea, you get sort of a semi-minimal look here, but a little bit more protection. You've got just a thicker sort of TPU style band running around, and then this kind of plastic faux metal housing holds it all in. But again, you'll notice that you've got that ridge up top there, so you can set this down, slide it around, and it's not actually touching the display. This case obviously gives you a little bit more protection, so if you are dropping it, it does have that softer TPU casing on there. All your ports are exposed there. But basically using it, nothing's really going to change. You can feel that a little bit down there when you get your thumb near that button, so that might be a little bit of an issue, but swiping around the display and again swiping out those shortcuts, you're not seeing any issues there whatsoever. So that's a Neo Hybrid. And getting these off is oftentimes harder than getting them on, which is a good thing. You want your cases to stay put. So let's put that aside as well. So this is the other guy. This is one of their more protective options. This is the Tough Armor, I believe it's called. So heavy TPU inside here, and then you have a case that sort of just locks it all in place. If we can get that to happen, there we go. All right, so this case obviously is meant to be the ultimate protector. And so again, you have protection up front so you can lay it face down. It's thicker, it's got lots of padding and protection almost everywhere. The buttons all work. So, not liking the fingerprint today. Volume rocker. Oops. Volume rocker is always important with these, right? And of course, I keep hitting the power button as I'm trying to adjust. They work very well, which is always something to test with a case. So yeah, that's again another look. This is the ultra protective case, and yet you can still get to that edge and swipe that out. It comes up pretty close to the display there, but Samsung did give us a little bit of area there, especially for these case makers to adjust and to fit on there. So yeah, I don't know. We just wanted to kind of show you what cases look like on the S6 Edge. You still sort of get that infinity pool-like look for the most part at all angles, and you can really sort of touch that edge and it rolls across just like it does without a case, but then you have some protection up top, corners, and if you want to protect that back glass as well. Now in this case does have a kickstand, if we can get it to pop out. There we go. So it does have a kickstand as well, in case you want to prop it up. Anyways, yeah, we got more accessory looks coming. We just wanted to show you what cases look like on the S6 Edge, since it's a new form factor that case makers needed to sort of get into. So if you guys have comments, questions, or there's any other accessories in particular you want us to check out, we would be more than happy to do that. We want to find you guys the best accessories out there for these devices. So give us a shout. These are the options right now from Spigen, at least a couple of them. So anyways, we're Droid Life. Peace.